Hi, I'm Amy. I'm an artist, and I also love to teach artists how to make money like I do. I am going to be doing something totally awesome for you right now, which is the free workshop that we're going to do for how to set up a pop up group on Facebook. You may have heard the term before, or maybe you haven't, but I had to set up a group, pop up group for my own business recently. So I recorded that and I'm going to share it with you so that you can walk through step by step, seeing exactly how I did everything. So if I were you, I would make sure you got a pen and paper, like I always do if I'm trying to discover something new, to make sure that you're taking notes, because this is some pretty cool stuff. Some pretty cool stuff. When you pop on, go ahead, let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. Number one, let me know, because I'm not seeing anything here. Oh, Tamara. Um awesome. Tamara says, "Hi, Amy. Here to see how this works." Awesome. Tamara, I am so happy that you're here. Tamara is also one of our very own creative warriors. Boop, boop. And we're going to get started in just a moment. I know quite a few of you have reached out and asked me about this. So, like I said, I'm super excited to do this today. Hello, Gloria. Thanks for being here. Hello, Julie. Woo, woo. Um, Good. Tamara says, yes, she can see and hear me okay. And when I actually do the screen share to show you the video on how to set up your own pop-up group, I'm going to probably pause the video and ask you again if you can see and hear okay. Because I am doing this for the first time using this platform, StreamYard. Not the first time I've used this platform, but the first time that I'm going to share this type of workshop with you. So I also want to make sure that you can see and hear the actual video. But thank you for that, Tamara. Hello, Daryl, aka Creative Warrior, and Gail. This is so awesome that you all are here. Yay. Um, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I know you're going to ask me, so I'm just going to say this right off. If for some reason you can't stay for the entire workshop right now, it's going to be right here on my page. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can check it out on my channel. So you can go back and watch the recording if you need to. But hello, my friend Jamie. I am so glad Jamie's here too. Um, so anyway, yes, you can watch the recording of it. But I'm really hoping that whether you're doing the dishes or folding laundry or taking a walk or whatever it is, that you can hang out until the end. I'm going to be talking about something cool at the end as well. But this way, if you're jotting down some questions for me, I will do a Q&A at the end to answer any of your questions about setting up a pop-up group. Okay. So hopefully that's clear. So I'm just going to go down through my little bullet points, make sure I'm giving you all the info, and then we are going to get started. So what to expect is you're going to be basically looking over my shoulder, because I recorded this for you the other night when I was creating my own pop-up group, so that you literally can see. I mean, I'm pulling back the curtain so you can see exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So you can use this for your own art businesses. Woo, woo. Hello, Pamela. I'm glad you found me. That's amazing. Awesome. Hold on a second. I have one ring light that's pointed in a weird direction. 1 second. 1 second. Here we go. Okay. Now, when I start playing the actual workshop, I want you to know that it was pre-recorded, but I am here in the background with you live. I'm here with you right now, but when I share it, I'll be here with you in the background. Hello, Maureen. Awesome. AKA Creative Warrior. Yeah, we've got a lot of creative warriors here. All right. So, and what to expect is, like I said, it's going to be step by step. I'm going to give you a couple ideas as I'm walking through it. But I also have some really juicy ideas that are in my brain right now that I want to tell you on how you can actually use it. So it's going to be kind of like a techie thing, but you can use it for your businesses. If you, everybody right here watching now, you're good. So you don't have to listen to this next thing. But if you pop on and I can't see your face or your name, that means you did not allow StreamYard. This is the application I'm using to stream this video. If you did not click in the description to allow StreamYard to let me see your name and your profile face, then I won't know who you are. But right now, everybody here is good. And you only have to do that one time on whatever device you're watching from. All right, so I told you that. At the end, like I said, we'll do a Q&A if you're jotting down. You can also, because I will intermittently be checking the actual feed of the comments right here live. If you see that little red live right there, that means we are live. So as you're watching the workshop and discovering things about this pop-up group, if you have questions, you don't have to wait till the end. You literally can just put them right in here now, and I will, like I said, intermittently check and answer those for you. Awesome. Robin is here too. Woo, woo. Okay. If you know someone who is an artist who wants to make money online, like I do in the Creative Warriors, and all that, then go ahead and tell them about this, because this is going to be more fun with friends, right? So let them know. Have them come on over, especially if they need to know a couple techie things, because I'll be helping you out with some techie things. All right. Oh, let's see. I want to let you know really quick. Okay, I already told you that. Have a pen and paper. I want to let you know really quick. I'm not going to talk too much longer because I want to get right to the workshop as soon as possible. I will let you know the workshop is an hour. It is 59 minutes. Okay, but it's packed full of amazing stuff for you. But I want to tell you why I decided to pull back the curtains and show you this step by step on exactly how to do this, because I was surfing around on I don't know, YouTube it was actually, and I'm so sorry I can't remember the artist, but I'm like you, like I look around and search for things. I learn something new every day, and I had stumbled upon this artist, and he had this amazing story of it. I usually teach you how to sell your paintings online, right? But he was talking about how he set up a pop-up art gallery in his local area. And I thought that was pretty genius. So he was talking all about how he did that, how he rented a spot downtown. He did it for the month of December when it's super busy. And he sold out of almost his entire body of work that he brought to this in-person pop-up art gallery that he created. So as I was knowing that I had to create this pop-up online group for a challenge that I have coming up, I thought about that video and that artist, and I'm like, OMG, I have to show everybody this and show them how to do this, because you literally could do this online, even with what I'm going to show you. So you might have to think outside of the box just a little bit. Maybe you'll ask me a couple questions. And I'm pretty good at brainstorming, so I'll help you out with that. Because like I said, when I share screen in like 30 seconds, you're going to see me set up a pop-up group for a challenge. But just keep in mind that you literally could do it for like that, for a pop-up art gallery, for an art show. All right. So who's excited? Who's ready? Awesome. My friend Sarah is here from Art Ventures, Minnesota. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Who's ready? Let me know if you're ready. Let me know. Let me know if you got your pen and paper ready and you're getting ready so that I can press play. Like I said, I'm gonna start the video, and then I'm gonna ask you one more time if you can see and hear it. Okay. because it's the first time that I'm doing a workshop in this form. So I want to make sure that you can see and hear it. Awesome. Tracy said she's ready. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Up for the paint and let me see. So I'm setting this up for the paint and business challenge that I'm having. So I'm going to go here on Facebook, all the little dots, go down to group and the name. So you want to name your group. Okay, before we name the group, or you see what I'm going to name the group, can everyone hear me? Thank you, Julie, for saying you're ready, and Maureen, Tamara, Trudy, Gloria, you're all amazing. But can you please put in the feed right now? Can you hear the video? And then I will go ahead and press play again. Can you hear the video? Give me a thumbs up or say yes. Do. Counting down. Crystal says she's ready. Okay. Thank you, Trudy, so much. All right. So here we go. I'm going to press play. Get those pens ready. Something cool. I'm using SEO keywords here. Paint, art business, challenge. Let's say that you're doing an art show and it's a pop-up group for, like I was saying, using a series that you create, for example. You'd want to put key words in here for people to find it, unless it's going to be a private show. Then you can name it anything you want and not worry about keywords. Okay, I want this private, and I want to make sure that it's visible. Okay, thank you for that. Pamela said that the volume went lower. The thing is, you guys, I'm using a professional microphone that you can hear me talking in now. But when I press the play button to share the actual recording of the pop-up group that I created for this workshop, it has a different volume. I do have it on my screen turned all the way up. So I 100% apologize for the difference in the volume. But Pamela, thank you for letting me know about that. I'm going to press play again, and hopefully I'm going to turn up my computer volume as well. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but I'm going to press play again and see. Hopefully you can hear it okay. As it's playing, please give me thumbs up or tell me that you can hear it. Privacy. If you click private, then it's not public, meaning people have to request to join. If you click visible, like I did, that means people can see it and find it on Facebook, but they still have to request to join. And you can invite friends right here, or you can just create your group like I am going to do, and then invite people after. All right, so now this is our banner, cover photo, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to edit this and I'm going to upload a photo. I already have a photo somewhere right here. So I'm going to put that in. Make sure that your banner covers, most of it covers like the full banner here. I created this in Canva. It's actually a design I made for an event. So I'll probably make an event with this as well, like on my page. But I'm using the same banner because I'm lazy. And you can literally go like this and click and drag wherever you want this to go. But I'm going to leave it right here because I want people to see the date. This is going to be November 13th through November 15th, 2023. Okay, so now I'm going to save the changes. There we go. Now I want to go over to the left here and go down to the little wheel here, group settings. So we already have the name, but we don't have the description yet. Okay, so when you click on that, we had to put the name in first. And now we are going to put in the description. Here's a little tip from me. You want to make sure that you put don't spam. That's just my tip because I have found if I write this in numerous places, then most people get the drift. So, it's very rare that I have to kick someone out of the group, but I want to make sure that they know they cannot spam us. Okay. Gonna click save. The group is visible. Location, I'm not going to worry about. Web address, I'm going to change this, meaning the URL here up top, what it looks like. So where it has facebook.com/groups and all these different numbers, we can actually type in something, and I'm going to try and get as close to the name as I possibly can and see if we can get that. Paint and business challenge. Oops, it's already taken. We'll just do paint and business. That's close enough. See how it changed it up here? Group color, you can literally leave it the same color that Facebook gives you, or you can switch it up and give it a different color. You can also add an accent. Oh, wait, this is the primary color. Primary color. Add color. Oh, wow, this is cool. So you can literally click and add anything that you want here. Okay. So we'll just grab that one. I don't know why it's not letting me do the other accent color, but we'll just keep that. That's kind of cool. I was just messing around, but I might change it at some point. But for right now, I'll leave it. Badges, I just leave that on. I don't worry about group affiliation. Who can join the group? Only profiles. I keep it at that so I don't get spammed by businesses. Who can approve members' requests? You want to change this to only admins and moderators. Who is pre-approved to join? Usually I leave this to nobody, but because this is only a $10 challenge that I'm doing, by the way, the Paint and Art Business Challenge, but I give my Creative Warrior members from our membership either discounted or free rates to get into things that I do like this. So I'm going to change this though, in my case. So it says right here, choose groups or upload a file for pre-approved membership requests for the group that we just named it. People you pre-approve will become members right away if they ask to join the group. Pre-approving does not send them invites to join. So I am going to go down here and Creative Warriors. I'm going to click that so that any of my Creative Warrior members can just get free access to join this group. If you're not a Creative Warrior yet, that's fine. It's only $10 for this challenge. So it's kind of a no-brainer if you want to come. All right, so Okay, people in one group are approved to join. Manage discussion. I don't want this on. I don't like that. Maybe in some sensitive groups, you might want to leave that anonymous posting on. But this group and all, pretty much all the workshops, challenges, groups, and things like that that I put together, I don't like anonymous posting because I want us all to get to know each other and feel safe. If somebody doesn't feel safe posting, then, then my group is not up to par, in my opinion. Okay, who can post in the group? I leave anyone in the group. I leave this off. I'm not going to worry about that. I leave that off. Okay, who can create chats? Only admins and moderators, and no one else. No one can suggest chats. Save. I honestly don't really like that feature as well. I think we all get enough notifications and things going on during the day. So I don't want people creating chats. Edit post format. Let's see what this is in. I'm gonna want to go live in here because I'm doing a live Q&A at the end of the challenge. I might want to create an event in here. I do not want to create a room. I guess I'll leave those. And these are defaults down here that are always going to be there. But depending on what kind of pop-up group you're creating, you can kind of go down here and decide what you want to toggle off. Okay, sort posts. I also changed this to new posts. I like how that works for the order. Sort comments. What is this again? This will be the default setting. Members can still change how they see comments sorted on particular posts. Show the newest comments first. I actually like that one, so I'm going to leave that. Save that. Discussion tab. Show group posts and discussions first. Yes, I want to make sure that that is on. Added to the group features and capabilities. Add features and add capabilities so that you and others can get the most from your group. Events, files, GIFs, a video, full reels, rooms. I'm going to actually take this out. Rooms is now turned off and no one can use it. Do I want to remove it? Yes, I do. Don't want to use that. Badges, I usually use this. Community chats. Let's see if we can turn this on, off, or on. Okay, let's remove that. Because I just, like I said, I don't want people to get bugged. I'm gonna leave that on. How come this didn't? Community chats. Why didn't this go off? Okay. In the process of removing it. All right, Facebook. That's okay. No linked pages, but actually I can't add my business page because I'm creating this for my profile. And then I'll have to go back and let pages join and then join as my page and then come back and disengage that again. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I do know that I'm going to want to add some apps in here. So I'm going to search Zoom. Whoops. How come that didn't do that? Zoom. Let's. I'm adding Zoom. And I also want to go way down here again. I want to add StreamYard. It's making me do this one little click at a time. There it is. StreamYard add. All right, let me see if it, okay, good. It did add my two apps there. All right. So now that that is done with the little, what do you call this thing? It's not a toggle. It's like a, I don't know, some kind of mechanical. I keep forgetting the name of that. All right. Let's see. What else do we? Oh, I forgot. I want to add one more thing in here. Let's see. Add features. Add new. I want to make sure that I add, I don't know why they just don't do this automatically. So many people that I know use guides, and it's right here. If you want to use guides, you have to actually add that. Learning has been added to your group. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. Let's go back here. All right, so we have the name. We have the color we picked, which is kind of weird, but that's all right. We'll keep it. It looks nice and bright. We have our settings done. Now we want to do, oh, we got to do rules. There we go. It's been a long day. Started rules. I just kind of go like this from the K. I do this. Kindness is required. I keep that. Then I create another rule. Make sure everyone feels safe. Okay, we'll create that. No promo or spam. I also like to add in no. I like to, I mean, I know that it says irrelevant links aren't allowed, but I also like to put No diverting links. I like to say it another way as well, unless prompted by me, the admin, because that's the biggest thing about spam. This is a pop-up group, so I'm not going to go too crazy with the rules. But in some of my other groups, I'll put things like, not allowed to go live and things like that. It depends what kind of group it is and what you want to happen or not happen in your group. Okay. Being a part of this group requires mutual trust, authentic expressive discussions make groups great. I just like to put this in to just kind of cover my butt in case I want to use something for social proof. Most people don't care, but I just like to have it in anyway. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, that would be like if, I said, "Hey, how did you like this challenge? How did it help you? Did you love doing the painting? Did you love the business part of it?" So when people, type in, "Oh, I love this," or "I love that," or "You help me with this or that," then I can screenshot and use that for promoting, to get more interested artists and, artists that want to make money with their art or, paint with us, whatever we're doing. I can use that for, emails or on my page or in a web page or something like that to show that everyone did enjoy this challenge. So that's why I wrote that in. Okay. So now I have guides. There's files in case I need to upload anything with that. We'll leave the media, the events. People will be able to see members, things like that. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Google Doc. And I am going to decide how I want to set these guides up. I have some things that I wrote down here. Boom. I'm probably gonna start at the bottom. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I'm just trying to think as I'm creating this. So I'm clicking guides to create guides. Start a guide. Whoops. That was not supposed to happen. I just put in the wrong thing. All right, so I'll just type it in. I don't know why that didn't work, but freebie bonuses. I might change that to just bonuses. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that now. Just leave it bonuses. All right. Okay. So this is the name of the guide, and this is the guide description. That is one guide that I set up. Now I'm going to set up a new guide. I'm trying to think to go backwards here so that I don't have to reorder the guides. So those are freebies. Show us a painting. Well, we'll do welcome because I'm going to have a welcome guide. I suggest that you have a welcome guide as well. That's pretty helpful. I'm just going to put that for the description. Start here. I might go back and change some of this stuff later. We'll see. New guide, supply list, and more. All right. I'm just going to put that. And then do you see how the bonuses are first and the welcome? I want to reorder this. So I'm going to just click over here on the left to reorder my guides. I want welcome first. I want bonuses down here. I may put in another couple more guides. I'm not sure. But just for now, I'm going to do that. Now, I actually could just click create a post and start putting in my bonuses. But here's the thing. I want to put it right in the discussion area and then add it to my guide that way so that it will show up in the feed as well. I could be wrong here. There's a slight chance that it will automatically add it here, but I think I've tried this before and it didn't work. So basically I would like it in two places, right here in the feed. So when people join, especially our newest members that, pay their $10 and jump in here, I want them to be able to scroll down and see that some things are happening, not just like, oh, Amy added StreamYard and Zoom, big deal, Um, so that's why I want some things to happen in here. So I think I'm going to start with what I want to put at the bottom. I'm going to put this freebie in. This is the art business guide, and I do have a picture that goes with that. There we go. Just put that in there. I wonder if it's going to let me put the link in. Let's see. Yep, it does. Yay. All right. So this is a freebie that I have to help artists. And I'm going to put little emoji. Excited. Post. Then I can go back and grab this. Watch this ninja trick. I'm copying that. And then I click the three dots, and I could pin it to feature, but I'm not going to pin all this stuff to feature because it would be too crazy overwhelming for everyone. So I'm going to just put add post to guide. This is going to be in the bonus section, the art business guide. Save. And it went into my guide. Woohoo! See, it's right there in my guide. All right, so now I want to add, I have another great bonus as well. I'm just taking my top 2 most popular freebies of all times, copy, and I'm putting them in because I know people love these because I've gotten numerous opt-ins on these before. Okay, so that one is the engagement posts. Engagement post for artists. Got another little excited. And it's a free gift. And I'm going to post that. So basically, these postings, like I said, when people join the Paint and Business Challenge, when they scroll down, they'll see this stuff happening. So, and it is in the guide as well. Well, this one is going to be in a moment. Oh, I want to copy this headline. All right. Bonuses, paste. So, the feed can get kind of cluttery depending on how many people we get in the group and how active everyone is and things like that. But that's why I wanted these things in here, these posts, so that people aren't like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Nobody's saying anything. At least they can go down and be like, oh yeah, well, I could grab this engagement post for artists. It's a freebie, over 3 months of engagement posts for artists here. And then they can click the link and go download that. So this way they have things to do in the group as well before the challenge actually starts, because the challenge starts on November 13th. So I'm going to start promoting this obviously before the start date. So when they get in here, they'll have some things to do. All right, so let's see. I'm kind of going back up through. We'll do, I don't know why this didn't work before. I'm going to copy that and see if it works. I'm just adding more posts in here that are going to be relevant. Is this a selfie one? Let me see here. Oh yeah, it is the selfie one. I like doing this one because it's great to see people's actual faces and to connect with each other. And I just made this graphic up in Canva. It says selfie time, let's get to know each other, where you're from, how long have you been creating art, what's a fun fact about you. I've been doing these challenges for a few years now. So I kind of have figured out like what stuff works pretty well. So I like to add that. Now I'm going to grab this and I'm going to post it in my welcome guide. Like so. I can go back and reorder these when I need to. All right, so now we have selfie. What else is on my this Google Doc? Basically, I don't even know if I said at the beginning of the video, but it's basically just some things that I wrote out so I wouldn't forget, what I want to put in here. Show us a painting. This is another popular one. So if you jump in here, Creative Warriors, obviously, you get it's only $10 anyway, but you get in for free. And hopefully you will join us and start posting your selfies and also posting your paintings. Um, I love helping artists with their businesses. So, I have a lot of artists that follow me, and it's great to see everyone's creations. I don't know about you, but it's exciting. It's exciting to me to look at what everyone creates. We would love to see a painting you created. Okay. I'm gonna grab this. Even though that this is in the feed, and I just made this in Canva. Even though I'm gonna put curious. No, I'll put excited. I'm pretty much excited about most things. I don't sound super excited now just because I'm tired and I'm thinking, but I am, no, I am an excited person, especially when it comes to helping artists. Okay, copy. I'm going to post this. And like I said, even though this stuff is in the feed, I'm going to add these important ones that I know are typical winners to my guides. So these posts are really going to help for us to get to know each other and, see everyone's creativity and just kind of get the ball rolling inside of this pop-up group for the Paint and Business Art Challenge before it actually starts. All right, so let me go back to here. We did all of that. Oops. Where is our schedule? Okay, there it is. Whoops. Drag that in there. Okay, close that. Whoopsie. I like to write that. If you like anything that I'm using for wording and ideas for your post, go. That's why I'm doing this, so that you can get some ideas. So you can go ahead and steal some of these if you want to. I usually always put excited or happy or creative or curious. Those are my most popular feelings that I use. Then I'm just going to grab this. Post. Taking a little while. Add post to guide. I might want to add that one to featured as well, but for right now, I'm just going to put it in here. No, welcome. And so we did the schedule. Have a graphic for this too, I think. Let me see. Welcome. Yep. So welcome. So happy you're here. And I just wrote this stuff on the actual post. Sometimes I do a welcome video that's like a couple of minutes long. I was just a little bit slacking today, so I'm like, oh, I'll just make up a graphic in Canva, but it tells them what to do. Read this post, see guide section, see featured section, step 4, have fun. Um, I mean, I might come back in here and do a quick video, a couple of minutes, just to kind of show them where they can find the guides and where they can find the featured. But I'm not going to sweat it too much right now. But sometimes people do get confused with that, especially if they're not used to surfing around a group like that. Okay, so welcome to our Paint and Business Challenge. Paste that in. I want to put a couple things in here to make it look super fun. Okay, so welcome to our Paint and Business Challenge. I like to put these little stars, or you could use, you go down here and use the emojis if you want, but sometimes I do like little paint brushes or palettes or something, but the star is asterisk is pretty easy. So it says, remember in this graphic, because most people are going to read the graphic first, and it says, welcome, so happy you're here. Step 1, read this post. So I want to make sure that this post sounds okay. Welcome to our Paint and Business Challenge. Find all the things that you need in the guides and featured section here in the group. If you have a question, just ask. Don't be shy. We want to get to know you, and we also want to make some creative friends in here. Some rules to remember. I like to always put this in. We're a supportive and caring group. No mean people allowed. Once again, I want everybody to have a good time and feel safe in here and have a lot of fun. No spam. See, I mentioned this numerous places in my actual rules and different places throughout the group. Do not post any diverting links here unless prompted by the admin. So I picked like, a couple of the most important rules and I put them in this post. So if someone does something like that, then you have no excuse. you know, it depends what it is, but I could give you a warning or just boot you right out of the group and give you your $10 back. But I want the group to run smoothly. The challenge starts November 13th at 10 a.m. EST. In the meantime, surf around, get comfortable, and let's have some fun. Oh, I'm gonna put a little smiley or something in here. Okay, let's have some fun. Um, one last thing. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Yes. Whoops, I made an N there by accident. Yes, you recordings. Okay. Just wanted to put that in there too, because sometimes people freak out, like, I don't want to miss anything. And man, I don't want them to either, because I always give great value with these challenges, workshops, anything that I do. So I want them to know, yes, recordings will be available if you can't make the exact release times on our schedule. One last thing, if you have any creative friends that you think would like to join us. So like if you're making a pop-up group, like I touched on earlier, if you're making one to like do an art show to show paintings you have in your studio, or you just finished up an entire series that you want to release in a pop-up group for a short amount of time or something like that, because pop-up groups really mean for a short amount of time, not forever and ever. um brain crap. What was I going to say here? So anyway, this would be a good thing for you to write as well. So you can literally steal this if you want. So, one last thing, have any creative friends that you think would like to join us? In your case, right? If you're selling your art, then you would put something like, have any friends who love to home decorate and love artwork, something like that. I'm just giving you an idea. Please invite them here. Then you wouldn't write challenges if it's for your, series or release. Um, the release of the release of my series is even more fun with friends, or so, something like that. So hopefully I'm helping you out with some ideas. Did I put a feeling in here yet? I'm gonna put excited again. Post and copy. I'm gonna pin this to featured because I want that one to be in featured as well. It is the welcome post, but I'm going to add it to guide because I want to make darn sure that no one misses that welcome post so that they know where they can find everything. All right. So featured, let me see if I refresh, if it's going to show up now that I put something in featured. Yeah. See, featured is right here on the top bar. So if they just click that to see, and voila, it's right here. Okay, so back to discussion. All right, I'm going to, okay, we did shows of painting, selfie time, freebie, bonuses, engagement posts, our business guide. We did the welcome post, schedule. Did we do supply list? We we didn't, did we? Let me go check. I don't think we did supply list yet. No, we didn't. This guide doesn't have any posts yet. Okay. So we're going to start adding that. Um, let's see. I want to actually add. I want to actually add these images of the Lakeside Rails painting that we're going to create so that, you know, whoever's painting with us, maybe it's you, maybe you're going to paint this with us. Um, whoever's going to paint, they can have these as references as I'm painting along in the tutorial, because I don't show the reference photo in the tutorial. I just show my easel and the camera's pointing at my easel and I show how to paint this step by step. So I want to make sure that everyone's prepared and they have reference images. I'll just do this. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. I'm not the best at grammar or anything like that, but I still get the job done. And I'm sorry about that. Let me turn my notifications off. I'm getting all kinds of notifications dinging in the background from all angles here. Okay. I think that sounds pretty good. What do you think? I mean, it's pretty much straightforward. We'll put happy. Reference images for our painting tutorial, Lakeside Rails. Go ahead and save these to your phone or computer so you can refer to them as you're painting along with me for the art class tutorial. Yeah, great. Okay, so I want to copy that, post this. And I figured the best place to put these, whoops, why is that not, there we go. I was gonna say, why is it not? So supply list and more. So I'm gonna put that reference image right here because when they go to get the supply list, um, they'll see that reference image right there as well. I think I might even take the time to, and if they click on it, then they can see, the bigger image. I think I'm going to take the time to photograph. Actually, I think I already have pictures of like the medium that I use and things like that. And I might take photos of the actual paints and the tubes that I used, and also the brushes, because I think having a visual is pretty cool. Although I don't have that together at the moment, but I'm thinking to come back to do that. Let me know what you think. All right. Oh, wait a second. I wanted to. Okay, so we want to do. Yeah, I want to do the supply list. I'm sorry, like I told you, I'm a little slow tonight. Okay, supply list. I want to see if, okay, we've got those, that, this, that, do. Okay, we got everything except the supply list. And then, like I said, it's good that I'm recording this because then I can remember to take, you know, visual pictures of the other things that I use as well. Even though it's written in here, Canvas, this is what I'm using. When I recorded this, I was painting this for one of my art collectors. Um, and she wanted an 18 by 24, but I don't expect everyone that takes this paint and business challenge to paint this on an 18 by 24. That's a pretty big canvas. I would say I put a 16 by 20 because I think that's a pretty good size, but literally, I put use whatever size you want, because if, someone has an 8 by 10 or an 11 by 14, it's totally fine. It's not like you have to paint it on this size. A 16 by 20 would be the closest um popular size to the 18 by 24, but it really doesn't matter. But anyway, I have the supply list written and the color list, shown here visually, plus I wrote it out. But I think having the pictures would also help. Okay, supply list for pretty self-explanatory. I'm trying to think if I'm going to have a supply list for the collectors group. Well, I'm not going to worry about it too much now. If I do, I'm going to have to rename this so people won't get confused. But because we're doing, uh, because we're doing painting plus, I'm showing how to set up an art collectors group as well. So, but if I'm going to have a supply list for that for the business end, I'll just come back and change it. So for right now, I'm just going to add this post a guide. So anyway, hopefully this helps you out. If you need to reorganize something in your guide section, if you click on guides, if you go back to community home, you know, the front page of your group, and then you click on guides and then you scroll down. Let's say, well, these look pretty much in order, but let's just say that I wanted to change some of this in order. So when everyone joins and they scroll down through the welcome section, they can see everything that I want them to see in chronological order. If I want to change that, I just I open up the guide section here, guides, and then I just click on the three dots like that. And then I click reorder posts. And I literally can go like this and reorder whatever I want and save it. I don't know. Please let me know if you think that I should have kept the schedule right underneath the welcome or not. But I think this will be fine. Of course, I'd like to know what you think, but I think it's just like I'm micromanaging myself here. So I'm just going to leave it. So, so remember now, I'm one member. I just put this together. I wanted to share this tutorial with you in case you want to create a pop-up group. Um, and hopefully this helped you out. You need to think outside of the box if you want to use a pop-up group for your artwork. That's why I gave you a couple of ideas that you could use. You know, use it for a specific show that lasts for a specific time. Um, Once again, like if you complete a series of paintings and you want to hype it up and do a pop-up group and invite everyone that was interested in your paintings and then you show them in here, you can totally do it like that as well. So hopefully this helped you out. It's going to be a really fun it's going to be a really fun challenge because we're going to be doing that painting, the Lakeside Rills. I'm going to be also, well, let's go back to show you the schedule again, but I'm going to be doing the painting tutorial of the Lakeside Rills. And it's about an hour tutorial, but you can pause and paint if you need to. And then the next day, we're going to be doing an art collectors group training. This is one way, well, actually, the biggest way that I started growing my large collector base in a short amount of time on Facebook. So I'm going to show you how to set that up for yourself if you would like to sell your paintings online. And then that training is a little bit over an hour because it was pre-recorded and I did take some Q&A. So you get to see that Q&A at the end as well. So I think it's like an hour and 16 minutes or something like that. Once again, you can pause and create if you need to, your group. On the 15th, we're going to do 7 p.m. live Q&A bonus. I'm going to tell you a little bit of background about me and what I have available to help you further if you'd like to take part in that. And I'm going to also take a Q&A for this entire and our business challenge that we're doing together. So, like if you had questions about the actual painting, or if you had questions about your collectors group or whatever, I will be live to answer those. So anyway, hopefully this has helped you out, and let me know. Let me know if you're going to number one, join us for this if it is before the date. If it's after the date, I may have this on a replay experience, like my how to sell a painting coaching week. That's on replay experience for only $10 as well. But this might be, I'm not sure yet. But if it's before, if you see this before November 13th, 2023, and you want to join us for this, please do, because we'd love to have you. What else did I want to tell you? Is that it? I don't know. I'll probably remember after I stop the share. Okay. Talk to you soon. All right. I'm here. I'm back. Pamela, I did see your question about paid versus free. I also see a very long questions from Tracy, which is great. So, so I'll be answering these and any other questions that you all have. Can you just go ahead and let me know? Can you see me now? Can you hear me? Okay, let me know before I get carried away and go on a long answer for Tracy, and then nobody can see or hear me. So just let me know, give me thumbs up, or just say yes, or whatever, so I know you can see and hear me right now. I'm so glad okay, good. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that. Okay, awesome. Yay. So many of you hung around to walk through step by step. So I am so happy for you. Pat yourself on the back. You did a great job. Remember, just real quickly, because I know Laura was driving and she asked earlier. Yes, you'll still be able to see the recording of this on my business page, Amy Parker Art, right here on Facebook, or on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Oh, you're welcome, Sarah. You're welcome. Awesome. I'm glad that you all enjoyed it so much. Okay, so let me go back up. I did answer quite a few, like I told you I would, within the comments as the screen share was running. So hopefully I helped you all out. Those of you that I answered, if for some reason I didn't answer clear enough, let me know and I will reiterate in a different way. But I want to go back to what Tracy was asking right here. And my screen, Tracy, is not letting me see the entire thing, but I'm going to read you all what I do see. Because I kind of get the gist of it. So Tracy says, I really like these pop-up groups and want to do them, but do you find people want to join these pop-up groups, or is there resistance because we all belong to so many pop-up groups? And how do we help people overcome this resistance? I know it's necessary for paid event for sure, but doing an art show or freebie, would it be better to be in our permanent group, or should we mix it up and have some in pop-ups and some in our main group? And then how do we make it special so they want to join? And then I see ... So Tracy, I can't see that part that's cut off right now. I probably can when I go back and refresh and see it on my page. But if there's something of importance that I could not see, then go ahead and retype that section in. All right, first off, let's go back to the top here of your questions. I really like these pop-up groups and want to do them, but do you find people want to join these pop-up groups, or is there resistance because we belong to so many pop-up groups? And how do we help overcome this resistance? Okay, first off, we need to remember not everyone is at the same level. Not everyone is like us. A lot of people aren't in a pop-up group. They've never even joined a pop-up group. So don't think just because you're busy and you're doing all this, or you're in a bunch of pop-up groups, or you have been in the past, that other people have been as well, like your audience. Some may and some may not, right? So sometimes people are going to hear it for the first time when you start saying, and you don't have to say it's a pop-up group. I'm using that terminology for you all to understand the back end of what I'm doing so I can give you ideas for your own businesses, creative business, selling your paintings, anything that you want to use like that. Um, so just know, Tracy, that not everybody knows what a pop-up group is. And like I said, you want to name it whatever your group is going to be. But the only thing that they need to know is that, and what we all need to understand about a pop-up group is that it's not forever and ever. It cuts off. So it used to be like archiving, right? When you're done the challenge or you're done your art show or you're done whatever, then you would go and archive it. Now Facebook calls it pausing. So when you're done whatever you're going to be doing, then you would just go and click pause. So basically, when you explain it to your audience, you want to say, I'm doing XYZ. It's going to be in this group. Here's the link. Go ahead and jump in. And at the end of the week or whenever it is, the end date, and me personally, I usually let it roll for like 4 or 5 days, maybe even a week or so, and then I pause it so some people can catch up. But that's totally up to you. Then you tell them that it will be closed. So hopefully that helps out. Tracy says, I know it's necessary for a paid event for sure, but doing an art show or freebie, would it be better in our permanent group, or should we mix it up and have some pop-up groups and some in our main group? Okay, so first off, I just want to clear the air with this. When I create a freebie, like I put in, you saw, I put 2 freebies in there, right? The art business guide and the 3 months of engagement posts for artists. So I put that in there. I would not, and I did not, when I created those freebies, I did not create an actual pop-up group to just put one of those in. So those are in it. And if some of this you're like, geez, I don't know what you're talking about. Tracy is very techie. She's a creative warrior. She's been doing this for a while. So if some of what we're discussing doesn't make any sense, that's okay. Not everything's going to make sense to all of us. We're learning here. But the free gifts are to build our email lists, right? And to give our audience something of great value that it's going to wow them and it's going to help them with something, right? So just to clear it up again, I don't create a pop-up group just for one freebie. I will talk about what I have to offer my audience on my business page, or in my collectors group if I have something to offer them, like I've done screensavers of my artwork and things like that for them. So I'll just talk about it there. Don't make more work for yourself than you need to. Okay. So if what you're doing right now and where you are in your level of your business, if you're good, if you're selling paintings, if you're, on a roll and you're like, geez, I don't want to add this extra thing because it is some work, right? It is some work. Hopefully this workshop helped you cut a little some corners here and there, but it is some extra work. So really think about, is it going to be conducive to you, your personality, your time frame, and things like that? I personally love pop-up groups because, as you saw, I could pre-put everything into the group, and then once the challenge starts, next month when we do this, I'm already set up. Okay. But if it feels too heavy to you, Tracy, then don't worry about it. Don't do it. I also got some ideas as I was reading your questions there. First off, for all of my creative warriors who already have your own art collectors group set up, because I teach how to do that within our membership. You don't have to go make another pop-up group. No, you can do an art show right inside of your art collectors group. Here is one thing that came to mind. I got a light bulb moment when I read what Tracy was asking. So here's an exception, right? Here's an exception. Because I teach my members that all of your art lovers, whether they have purchased your paintings before or not, when you set up your art collectors group, you want to get those people in there. You want them to be cheering you on and be, saying what they like and things like that. That builds buzz, it builds engagement and all that stuff. So here's the caveat that I thought of, right, Tracy? So you already have your art collectors group set up. And I'm going to just take a wild guess that not every single person, every single member inside of that group has purchased a painting from you. I'm sure a lot have, but some haven't. And you guys, I've been selling paintings for a long time, online specifically since 2018. And I grew a collector base to 1,500 members that love my artwork. I have dwindled down now. So I've got like maybe it's almost 800 or around 800 now, but with all those people in there, there's no way that I can paint that fast, or even though I'm a fast painter, I can't serve, 1,500 people or even 800 people. I mean, I'm only one artist. So let me kind of go back. I'm just so excited because I think this is a great idea. So if you have your art collectors group, you have members in there like I do, that these people have already purchased your art and they love your work, and a lot of them are repeat buyers, because I know with my artwork that's how it is. And then you have these people over here that just love your work, and they're typing in and they're like, "Ooh, you're so great, I love it, you're so talented," things like that. So then you have two separate people, right? They're all your art lovers in your collectors group, but you get ones that actually purchased and ones that have not. They just love your work, right? So you could literally, if you wanted to, you could set up a pop-up group if you have something special to offer. Let's say that you created like 10 beautiful pieces of art and you did not show them yet on your public stuff online, and then you save that for something special and you put that into a pop-up group, then you could actually reach out to your people who have actually made a purchase from you before, and they get first dibs to view this artwork that you created. And that's going to be in your pop-up group, and you're going to show those paintings for, I don't know, 3 days, 5 days, a week, whatever, however long you want that group to be. That would be a really fun thing, because they've already purchased. So the chances are them seeing something that they love and you making a sale is going to be highly greater than putting it in for the mix of everyone. So hopefully that makes sense. I think it's a really good plan. Let me know what you think about that. All right, let me see what else. Okay. Okay, and then at the end of what I can see of Tracy's comment, I can see, and then how do we make it special so they want to join? And then I see ... Um, we need, right, to make our pop-up group something special, or you're right, they're not going to want to jump in and take part, you know, with the group. So what is it that you can offer that is going to make them go, "Oh my gosh, this is great. I want to jump in and do this," right? So you just watch the training, the free workshop I did for you. So to kind of go back and talk about the freebies that I put in, the 3 months of engagement posts for artists and the art business guide. Let's just say, for instance, that I set up a pop-up group just to give them that one freebie of the art business guide. And I just talked about the art business guide, and here you go. I don't even need to make an actual guide in the group, because I'm just giving them one link to the guide. I don't really think too many people are going to sign up for that, but I just added those in as a bonus, so they get an extra special bonus when they join in there. But the pop-up group that I just created, we're going to be doing next month, is an entire training walk through step by step. And I know my people love that. They love to paint with me. And I know Linda Clark's going to be like, "Oh my gosh," and Gail and everyone, because I haven't done an actual step by step walkthrough tutorial in a while, because I mostly focus on teaching artists how to market and promote themselves online, right? But I'm going to be teaching this step by step. And when I recorded it, I painted it because one of my art customers wanted this. And so this is already sold. I just have to get it to her. So I recorded it so that I could show all of you how to create it, if you want to create that as well. So I put that, you already saw that's in there. I also have another amazing training for those of you who are not creative warriors yet, or you have no idea what I'm talking about an art collectors group, or how the heck did Amy pay her mortgage and bills every single month for 3 years straight, just painting and having an art collectors group? Well, that has been so vital and important to me without even spending a dime on ads in 3 years, making good enough money to pay my mortgage and bills. So that training that you saw me just put in there. So we got the number one, this beautiful painting tutorial, this landscape. Number two, I'm going to show them and walk them through the training on how to set up their own art collectors group. So to me, I believe that the artists that watch me, follow me, hang out with all of us are gonna want to know that stuff, right? They maybe some of them just want to paint this with me. Maybe some of them just want to watch how to set up their own art collectors group. And maybe some of them want to do both. Plus, they get the little extra bonuses I put in, and plus I'll be doing a live Q&A and things like that. So I'm making it very special. And I don't feel bad at all charging $10. $10 is nothing. I spend $15 at Dunkin' Donuts every single morning. I should not, but I do, between my husband and I. But anyway, so hopefully that makes sense. Just make sure that there's something ultra special. So you just saw how I set mine up, or if you want to do a release, preview, or anything like that of your artwork before the rest of your people see it, go ahead and do a pop-up group and invite some of those amazing customers that you already have. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm so excited, you guys. I could talk forever and ever, but let me scroll down and see what else. I know I need to answer a question for Pamela. Pamela also asked an amazing question that I answered in the comments. So if we have time, I want to go back to that because it's really important. Okay, so Pamela asks, how do we decide on which things to do for paid or for free? Pamela, I feel you there, because when I first started with this whole online thing, this is something that used to just mind boggle me, and just I wanted to pull my hair out. I don't know. What do I do? What do I do? Kind of goes back to what I was just talking about, right? Make sure that if you're going to charge for something, even if it's a small amount, like I'm doing for only $10, right? I mean, I have stuff that's all different prices depending on what it is. And I'm in the middle of creating more courses as well for artists. So those are going to have different dollar amounts as well, depending on what's in the course. But you need to, if you're going to charge for it, you need to make sure that it's something that is they're going to get more value from. Hopefully I can say this in the right way. It's okay if you've talked online about something, or even, taught a little bit of something, right? But if you're going to charge for something, it needs to be more in depth, more totally awesome. Or it could be something that, you haven't spoken about before, but it needs to go along and be in line with what your people want and what you can help them with. So it's kind of like business, right? Is about testing. We got to test stuff. We got to see what works. Everything I do doesn't just like, voila, turn to gold and I'm just totally awesome and everything just works out for me all the time. That's not how life is, or business, right? So just go ahead and brainstorm, Pamela, write down, try, come up with some ideas. And, even make, like, draw a line down your paper and come up, like, what could be paid, what could be free, what can I give for free, and, give a couple of these things, or what can I do for paid to make it totally super awesome. And I believe that you're in our free group, Creative Dreams, Artist Entrepreneur. I'm in the middle of revamping that group a little bit. I've already done some changes, but Pamela, you literally can go in there and even ask, just say, hey, I was thinking about doing this. What are your opinions? And, we have 400 and some odd people in there, I'm sure that you're going to get some sort of response. So you can kind of feel it out in our free group if you'd like, just to get some ideas from other artists. Or you literally can just ask your audience as well, or you can do both. So hopefully that helps a little bit. All right, let me see if I missed anything else here. Let me scroll down. Oh, great question, Sarah. I try to start promoting them at least a couple of weeks in advance, and if I can do a month in advance, then that's great. So I would say for me, I'm just kind of when I get an idea, I'm just going to roll with it. I'm an action taker. So it's like, I'm going to try this. I'm going to take some action. Here's the thing. The longer you have to talk about it, the longer you have to throw out little snippets and little graphics or turn the camera on and show a couple things, the longer you have to build that buzz up, right? The more people you're going to get in there. That's typically how it goes. So I don't think that there's a real right or wrong answer here, Sarah. I think it's just like, look at your own schedule. And I know you're a teacher and you have your membership and you have so much going on. So what can you prepare for, and how much time, do you literally have? What looks light and easy for you to do for advertisement? Is it going live once a week to talk about it? Is it, pre-scheduling a few posts in your groups? What is that? And then once you start thinking like that, you'll get a better understanding on, okay, maybe I need X amount of time to kind of pump this up, and then we can open the doors. All right. Hopefully that helps a little bit. That's awesome. Good. I'm glad that was helpful. Pamela says, I like that about making a group just for the people who want to purchase or have already. Yeah, because in my own experience, even though I told you I had numerous people in my art collectors group, and right now I have in the 700s, but I literally, you guys, see, I have two different aspects of my business because I'm a fine artist and I sell to my collector base. And I also teach artists how to make money with their art. So I have two different audiences here. But anyway, with my collectors, even with, 700 inside of my group, I would say, Pamela, and I'm just being totally transparent so everybody can get some great ideas. I have about 40 of those customers, collectors, clients, whatever you want to call them. I call them my art lovers. So when I'm in my group, I'm like, hey, art lovers, how's it going? Just wanted to show you my newest creation or whatever. But I would say I have 40 hard, strong collectors that continuously purchase my work. So if I was going to do this myself, instead of just putting it right into my collectors group, that's what I would do. I would make sure that I invited those 40 people like, hey, you are so awesome. You have helped me out. Thank you so much for supporting a living artist, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you for loving my work. Thank you for helping out and purchasing my work and being an Amy art collector. So I'm going to do this for you. I'm creating this group of some paintings I didn't even show anybody yet. And it's going to run for 5 days. And only you you and the other 39 collectors are welcome in to see it. So you get first dibs on whatever you want. So good. I'm glad that helps out. Let's see. You are welcome. I'm glad that's helpful. Oh, Jamie, you are too. That's why we're like BFFs. Yes, right, exactly. Longer the runway. Let's see. Okay, Tracy. I'm not going to put this one up because I won't be able to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read it. Special request from a creative warrior. Any chance we get some access to your Google Doc? Give us a starting point for our own groups. I just love how easy and yes, I did read that up earlier during the workshop that we just did, and I did write myself a note, Tracy, and it's wonderful. I love to hear what is helpful and what you all want, because then it helps me to be able to help you better. So good. I'm glad that you would like that. If you have any more questions, go ahead and put them in. Because we won't be on here too much longer, but I want to go back to what was it Pamela? Pamela, I can't remember if it was you. I think it was you. I don't know. The feed's kind of long. Someone asked during the workshop when I was screen sharing the actual workshop, and I was showing you how to set up the settings, right? And for actual postings in your group, and this goes for any group that you have, not even a pop-up group, right? Things that you are going to allow and not allow. And I think it was Pamela that asked a question about, oh my gosh, like if you toggle that live button on so that you can go live in your group, then everybody can go live in your group. And that is correct. That is correct. Same with events, right? If you leave that on to be able to do an event, anyone in your group can do that as well. That's one thing that hopefully Facebook will change at some point in the future. I don't know, fingers crossed. But it's not just for admins. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I don't think so. Facebook's I know it like the back of my hand as far as selling paintings online, because this is the platform that I've used for a long time. Uh, and I did answer in the comments for you, but I thought it was a great question, so I wanted to talk about this real quick so everyone can hear it. If you are going to do that, leave the live option and leave the event. I'm saying event as well because this is another important one. Then you only want yourself, the admin, to be utilizing those features. You need to be crystal clear in your rules and description about that. Like, and remember when I was showing you throughout the workshop for the pop-up group where I was saying basically, no spamming, right? And I said it in numerous different ways, and I said what that was. And so that's what you would want to do as well if you feel like, or anticipate that people are just going to press the live button and start talking. Well, it's your group, so you're not going to allow that. But hopefully someday in the future they will change that to just allow admin. But I thought it was a great question. Oh, Tracy, you are so sweet. I'm so glad you're a creative warrior as well. Oh, good. It was Pamela. Yeah, it was a great question. Somebody else asked a great question earlier too. I think it was Sarah from Art Ventures. Now can't remember, but I did go back and answer. Oh, does anybody know if this is true? Pamela's saying, I thought there was a separate button for doing the lives for admins. If Jamie is still on, Jamie Norvell, can you please let us know if you know? Because I don't think that there is a way to do this. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I know everything. But Jamie, she's one of my BFFs. We do our coffee chat all the time together every other Friday. We missed last Friday, peeps, because I had jury duty and things were happening. But we will be doing it again soon. I'm not going to talk about that now because we're talking about this pop-up group workshop. But Pamela, I will, if we don't hear from everyone in here that, I'm thinking Jamie, let's see. I think you can prevent from others going like, seriously, really? Oh my gosh. You all are teaching me something because I did not know that. Okay. Jamie's saying she's on the phone. She's going to look later. I'll look into it as well and see, because I'm going to write that down. Lives admin only. I'm going to check into that. I'm very curious now. Very curious. Okay, let me look at my notes here to see if there's anything else I forgot. Okay, Tracy. Okay. I did answer that. Pamela's paid and free. I wrote that down too. Yeah, okay, so I answered that. I'm just making sure that I helped everybody. Let me just, and Tracy, Google Docs, I wrote that down. I did do a little side note because I don't remember saying this during the actual workshop. A- I know a lot of you, I mean, you must have heard me or seen during the workshop. Every time I went to make a post, every time, my creative warriors, they already know this because we talk about this stuff a lot within our membership. But when nobody asked this question, but I just want to put it out there. My friend Jamie will probably attest to this as well. When I was making a post, you probably saw how I would put an emoji in and how I would always click the feeling and add a feeling: happy, excited, whatever. This platform really likes that. And if you have not been doing that, here's another little tip I'm going to give you. Start doing it, not just in a pop-up group, but on your page, on your profile, anywhere you're posting, because this platform gives us that option to use the feelings and emojis. They like it. Does it save us time not to use it? Yeah, of course it does. But if you go that extra little bit, I bet you anything you're going to notice more reach and more engagement, because I always do. So I just wanted to throw that out there to you. Okay, let me see if there was okay, that then I just wrote myself a note too, because I forgot to add my mop brush, blending brush that I used in the clouds of this painting to my supply list. So I have to go back and do that as well. Let's see. I've only played in the background setting up groups in the last year. Well, good job. That's awesome. That's how we learn. Yeah, Jamie is saying yes to that too. Absolutely. Let's see. Tracy says, as far as I know, you have to make that live button active because I couldn't stream into my Facebook, into my group because I had deactivated it. But Facebook changes like almost every 48 hours. So who knows? LOL. Yeah, totally. That's why we do a tech tip in Creative Warriors every single month, because you're right. It's always changing. But yeah, I'm curious to know. So thanks for joining in with that. I'm sure Jamie will call me or we'll talk or whatever, and I'll investigate it as well to let you know. Yes, this is true. This is true. Great point, Jamie. Great point. Okay, let me see. I think that's it. I think I've held up enough of your time. Let me know. Big shout out to Maureen. Thank you so much for the stars. You're so sweet, honey. I really appreciate that. All of you, give yourself a pat on the back. You did amazing. You hung out, you listened up. I can't see you, so I don't know how many of you actually were taking notes, but I'm gonna bet a lot of you did. So I'm glad that this was helpful to you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Um, if you want to jump into the challenge that's coming up, the one that you just saw me create, I would love to have you. If you touch the video and go to the description, I did put the link. So if you go there, you're going to go right to my page where it tells you all about it, what's going to happen, even though you saw me on the back end creating it, and you can jump in. If you're a creative warrior, do not go to that link. You just go to the group. I showed you how I already granted all of my creative warriors access already to the actual paint and business challenge. Okay. So awesome. Tamara's like, yep, took notes. Awesome. Tracy took notes too. Whoop, whoop. And so did Pamela. Yay. You are amazing. Yay, Sarah. Oh my gosh, me too. If I turned my camera like this, you'd be like, what is that huge pile over there? And ugh, I need to utilize my Google Docs. I have been doing that more, but I'm always writing stuff down. And then it's like, okay, now I got this big pile. I got to sift through and kind of make sense of it. But good for you, because the more that we write things down, our brain remembers it better. And gosh knows I need a better memory. I'm getting older and I've had COVID 3 times. So yeah, my brain needs to write things down. Um, let's see. Yes, good. I'm glad that this workshop helped you then. Now you know that little workaround. Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, love you all. Mwah. Thanks so much for hanging out. Reach out whenever you need me. And Creative Warriors, you know I see you all the time. Okay. Bye.